is yellow. Your thing has gone a bit yellow. Hello there. Welcome along to Bangkok ChitChat with Andrew and myself, Andy. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you.
I was going to say, but I think we'll leave it later, but you are looking slimmer.
Thank you very much. But the camera lies.
Well, but normally the other way. They say a camera, you put on 2 kilos.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm saying you're looking thinner, the camera's still lying.
Yeah.
In a negative way.
Still, you're still putting the 4 pounds, whatever it is, on. Yeah.
Oh, right. I get you.
Yeah.
I get. Well, you're looking cool.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. What we did want to say first of all is like, share, and subscribe.
That's correct.
I was going to do this bit. You know, the submarine, right? Sub, like, and share. It looks a bit gay, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, it does.
That bit especially. All right. We do news stories on Bangkok ChitChat, and you know we try to balance it so some are humorous, some aren't. And on that very note, this is not humorous. It's pretty serious and sad. It's about that taxis, those bike taxis, the fight.
Yeah, the motorcycle ranks.
From the nation, this comes a Bangkok street turned into a war zone on Saturday morning. That's a couple of Saturdays ago, when members of 2 rival motorcycle taxi queues staged a violent brawl that killed 2 people and injured 2 others. The incident occurred on Sukhumvit Soi, that's Soi Udom Suk in Bang Na, at about 11:15 in the morning. Members of the 2 motorcycle taxi groups, armed with wooden batons, steel bars, knives and guns, turned the side road into a scene of mayhem in full view of, well, people that lived there and people that were passing by. During the fierce conflict, a stray bullet hit Wirirat Puengkut, who's 20 years old, a Kerry Express delivery man, and he died in front of his house in the Soi. The other victim, Ratcharin Nam Chalao, who's 33, died in hospital. Bangkok Police said that the fighting erupted after one group of drivers providing services at the entrance of Sukhumvit Soi 103 became upset with their rivals whose queue is in front of the Siam Commercial Bank branch nearby. They claimed that they had been losing customers. Well, as you see from the... You know, the first thing that went through my mind when I saw that, it looks like that's sort of a clip out of the Magnificent Seven or something like that, in the days of the old cowboys.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
You know, gunfights in the street.
But the first thing that I looked at it, I thought, wow, what a disrespect for the police. Because what you've got is guys running around the police.
There's a policeman
fighting.
there, right? Yeah.
There was police there.
Yeah.
So... They didn't see that the police. There's a police car there, and they're still fighting.
What could the police do? It's 2 of them. Police.
No, there's a police car there, yeah, and there's other police there, and they were running around them. So what I'm saying, which is very, very sad, is that obviously they did not respect the authority of the police. Now in the UK, if you had 2 gangs fighting, and the police came, they'd all scrapper, they'd all run. Yeah. They didn't. They kept going.
I know. I mean, what got me as well was it was a Saturday morning, 11:15. People are taking their kids to weekend school, morning school, piano lessons, ballet lessons. It's a Saturday morning, and these guys just don't give a shit. They have their problem, justified or not, doesn't matter.
React to deal with the problem later. That was the attitude. Obviously, it's got heated for different reasons, and maybe there's been something in the background we haven't been told about in the newspaper. But yeah, it's absolutely shocking. You know, the fact is, guns involved as well.
I mean, what was it? Guns and what was it?
But they also reported that both. This is the bit I also don't get. Both of the the motorcycle taxi rank were illegal. But if they were illegal, why are they wearing the orange jackets?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, back in the day, motorcycle taxis were very much like. Freelance, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, they
didn't belong to anybody.
Well, we're controlled by a mafia.
Yeah, correct. And that was it. And then quite rightly, the government said, look, this is because people were getting ripped off. They were asking for too much money, or they were being rude, or they weren't safe, their bikes, no helmets and everything else. And then it got regulated by the police. And that's hence these jackets. At the back, they even have a like a number, right? Their ID number.
But my point is that the police would see these taxi ranks every day, when driving past
yes,
in
I
that
know.
district. So if they know that they aren't registered, why are they allowing them to be there?
All I'm saying is when they introduced this new system, I thought, well, everything's fine. It's like the end of my soy. There's a little hut that they sit in and all that, and they put a number on the hooks.
Yeah.
And you see a photograph of all the drivers. And I'm thinking, this is together. This is how it should be. And then suddenly this, where absolutely the police, as you say, saw them every day. These are local cops. This is on their beat.
Yeah.
And they just let it carry. I know what happened. I reckon it's 2 different police units getting money from one and then another on opening. Well, no, they get money because they have to register to the police.
Oh, okay. I thought you were implying something else.
Well, probably as well. And then another group come in, and the policemen, because they want double the money, they go, oh, yeah, you can have soy 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
And the 1, 2s, and 3s suddenly lost. I mean, don't forget, the taxi queues in Bangkok, there's many more taxi drivers in the queue. Like in my soy, there's about 5. Yeah, I know 2 of their names. So it's but you go down, like Sukhumvit 101, for instance, which is where this happened, near.
Yeah.
I went there, and there's like a queue of 20 bikes. They're queuing the bikes, and there's a queue of people, and it's pick up, pick up, pick up. Because I was trying to work out how much money have they been losing. Yeah. In my soy, I don't know. How many? They're 15 baht a ride for the longest rides, 15 baht. How many people do? And there's about 5 or 6 of them. And they're there all day. So apart from how many rides do they take in a day?
Well, you actually said some key point, because I was doing some marketing stuff for an organisation that was trying to set up motorcycle taxi meters. Yeah. So
meters on the bike?
On the bike, yeah. Because a lot of the problems for the motorcycle guys is that when, say for example, you're going to the top of the soy, we call the buck soy, then you'll have a price from there to the top of the soy. But then the person says they want to go down to way to the bottom of the soy. Yeah. And then they said, oh, I should only have paid 20 baht for the top of the soy, but I expect to pay 20 baht to the bottom of the soy as well. So the taxi guys were getting into arguments and things. I've used more petrol, more time. I've got to come back the same distance. Yeah, I should get more money. So there was a proposal for having taxi meters. In addition, after a certain time, you'll notice there's not many motorcycle taxis available. Yeah, maybe after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Part of the reason it's dark, and women do not want to use it because they don't feel safe. Okay, so what this company was doing, and they flopped. Yeah, but it was a very good idea. And they did propose to the organisations that represent the motorcycle guys. What they were saying is it was a GPS. So when you went to on your phone, you could turn around and say, okay, this is this guy. Yeah, this is his score. Yeah, he's reliable. I'm happy with him. Click. So basically,
it's like a grab bike.
Yeah,
which they do.
So someone else, you say, "Mum, I'm getting on this bike." Yeah, they could actually track you. Yeah, yeah. So there was that safety element, which I also think you should do in taxis.
True that.
Right. So this, but
that's very interesting.
It never came out. Yeah, but it was all designed, etc. But for some reason within their business.
Have you seen them now? There's some of them. I don't know around this area. They have the GoPro on the helmet.
Well,
have you seen that?
Yeah, but a lot of motorcycles do now because
well, same with cars, they'll have a dash cam.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of insurance, their insurance is cheaper. Yeah, if they have one of those.
And also,
I didn't do
it.
If
they're pulled over for something. I remember when I used to have a bike, there was a truck sitting there on the side of the road, and I had to go round. Yeah, this is many years ago, and I went round the lorry, which meant I went in the right hand lane, which your motorcycle's not allowed to do. Yeah. And I got fined for it. I said, what do you expect me to do? Go over the truck? Anyway, there's a lot more to that story.
You said that in fluent time, did you? You want me go over?
Yeah. So, anyway, listen, the police do as best they can with the resources they've got. We're not criticising the police as such, but in the picture, what the picture depicts was a lack of respect.
Yeah. A lack of respect, not just for the police, but for everyone living there.
Correct.
And commuters and work. Yeah. Complete disrespect for everybody except them, because they're losing out. We've got to do something.
Well, someone was shot with a gun. Now, illegal guns are available all over the place. And there's 7 warrants went out, and then they were instructed to have a swift resolution to the case. I'm not sure if it has happened or not, but what they've also said is people should report any problems with the person. But people won't because they're afraid. Because the old motorcycle taxis were all cash, and maybe you should say some suspect people were doing it because they weren't tracked.
Yeah.
And there's a swapping of the jackets, which is illegal.
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, I feel sorry for the police to manage. It's an awful lot to manage because there's hundreds of motorcycle taxis. So
Well, I mean,
anyway,
you know,
we'll
wooden
see.
battens, steel. I tell you something that they do have at. I've seen them in town as well, where they sit and wait for their customers. They have the pictures of them and all that, and it looks all so secure and organised. And they also have a price.
Yes.
So many, because it's in Thai, but I reckon.
And as it should be, it's Thailand.
Well, absolutely, and you think they're going to make an English translation just for us, but all I'm saying is, so it all looked like it was working. And I mean, I have a friend that.
But it does work most of the time.
Well, I have a friend that the only thing I would say is if you're taking motorcycles on a safety note, my mate, he lives near Sukhumvit, but he says the only way he can get 4 or 5 meetings in a day is by going by. But he's got his helmet, full face helmet, and his computer bag or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. I think in the small little soys, no helmet, I'm okay with that. Well, but on Sukhumvit Road or Petbury Road or Ratyachin, anything like that, helmet. And not their helmets they give you.
The reason that people don't want to wear their helmets is somebody else has put it on. It could have nits or whatever it is. But you could actually get, one of these wrapper scarf things over your head and put it on. If you're really concerned, but I must admit, I'll jump in the back.
Well, that's not going to help you if you bang your head.
No, but then you can put the helmet on because you're not getting the
I
nits.
get it. Yeah, but look at the helmet that they... First of all, the helmet they put on, then they have to
something
put it
than
on.
nothing.
They have to... No, I reckon it's worse because they're made out of... they can shatter and go through your skull.
Yeah,
you haven't thought this out, have you? Think about it. No, you can bet... what I'm saying is if they're made from cheap materials, they're going to splinter if they hit your head, and that could be worse. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be worse.
But most of them have a safety standard on it. Yeah. But they're not like the big heavy ones that those little beanie hat things.
Beanie. What's a beanie hat?
It's just a hat. Yeah, the one that goes around. The guys on the building sites used to wear
a woolly hat.
That's a beanie. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's a Scottish term.
No idea. Yeah.
Scottish term. Okay. Right. Well, that's it. If you haven't noticed, well, you wouldn't have so far, but we're going to do a lot of programs every week, but shorter than one long one. So coming up, we're talking about those foreigners that were arrested, the 2,000 of them. A naughty Scrabble cheater. Scrabble, I know it's cool. And these energy cards that are really dangerous for you because they're radioactive. And we have our clip picks as well. But instead of one big long program, they're going to be shorter clips because we think maybe you don't have enough time to watch the whole thing and whatever.
And please send in your comments and your opinions, because it's something we can bring up. Yeah? So maybe on this particular story, you get something to say, a comment, you disagree with something we've said, or whatever. Yeah. So,
or Andrew, I like your shirt.
Yeah, okay, all right. You've been very complimentary today.
I know. Well,
there's something wrong with you. Yeah.
You don't know what I'm going to ask at the end of the show. Andrew, could you lend me $5,000?
I'm glad these chairs have got wheels on them. I can skip away from you now.
You do know I'm sat on the cushion.
Are you?
That's why we've got... Okay. All right. Okay,
he's obsessed with his height.
Don't forget to...
Jeez.
See you again next time here at Bangkok Chit Chat. Thanks for your company. Thanks for watching.